Now you're going to find out what this little bit of paper was in your card that came in your third blanket box this time. This is called Stick and Stitch Interfacing, and what it is a piece of water-soluble interfacing. It has a backing on it that you'll peel off. And you can write or draw anything that you want on this, and then you will stick it. You'll peel off the backing, stick it to the center of your friendship square, and then just embroider right over top of whatever you've written. And then when you're finished, you can just soak it in a bowl of warm water or run it under warm water, and the top part, the interfacing part, will just dissolve. And all that will be left when you're finished is, whoops, that's the back, whatever you have embroidered in the center of your square. So that's my horrible handwriting that I've embroidered a couple of names on. You can do a name, your signature, you can trace the signature of a friend, a loved one, whatever you'd like to put on there. Draw a picture, anything you want to do. So with my horrible writing, I'm just going to write mom, because who doesn't want mom on their quilt? And then I'm going to peel off. You write on the, it feels kind of bumpy. You write on the bumpy side, and then you peel off the backing. And this sticks right to the fabric. Just press it in place, and then you're ready to go. You're going to take your tapestry needle, thread with whatever yarn you want. I used a little bit of brown from the first box here. And I'm going to use backstitch just because that's an easy one and I know how to do it. There's tons of different embroidery stitches you can use if you're a proficient embroiderer. You do whatever you like to do. But to do a backstitch, I'm going to come in a little bit above. Oops, it's kind of hard to poke through sometimes. So just, don't be afraid to poke it right on in there. And pull it up through. And I'm just going to kind of hang on to this tail in the back. I'm not going to knot it or anything. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the beginning of my letter, poke through, and then I'm going to come up a little ways above where that one went in and pull it through. You don't want to pull this too tight or your fabric will pucker. There we go. Now for the next one, I'm going to go right back in to the top of that first stitch and come up a little bit above where I started the second one. And pull it through. And you just repeat. Pull that a little tighter. Go back in there, come up a little above. If you care about such things, you want to keep your stitches about the same size. I'm not particularly fussy. Curves are a little harder than straight lines. You can do it. Just takes a little practice. You could practice backstitch on something else before you go ahead and apply it to your square here. There we go. So you're just going to repeat the whole way along. I'm not going to torture you with the entire word. So I would finish what I was doing. And then before I soak it, I usually peel this up a little bit and just kind of trim as much of the excess away as I can, just to get that out of the way. So there's just a little bit, the bare minimum around there. And then you can soak it if you want to, or you can run it under water. I haven't had any trouble with it doing anything to my drain, but I mean, I don't do this very often. But if you're worried about it, just soak it in a bowl of warm water and then toss the water outside or wherever you want it to go if you don't want it to go down your drain. But there you go. Have fun with that. Backstitch is a fun stitch to use. You can use it for lots of different things. The stick and stitch interfacing is available online pretty readily. If you enjoy this and you want to get into it, just look up Stick and Stitch and you'll be able to order up as much as you want.